Hi, welcome to week 15 of English 114. Now that sounds a little deceptive because we do have 17 weeks because I'm including the week of spring break in there. So we have 2 more weeks after this week. And so the first thing I want to talk to you about is your proposal. You really need to get working on your proposal. And the reason that it's so urgent that you go back to the Moodle page to your submission that you made for your proposal outline. Now, you may have made a really good grade for your proposal outline, but I made some comments that are really important on some of those proposals. If you go back and look and you see no comments that I made, then that's good. You've got everything under control and you're going exactly the way that you should be going for your proposal. So sometimes though, I gave you a really good grade for your proposal, but I made some really good suggestions for you to follow. And that is because I wanted to make this easier for you. The purpose of the proposal is to teach you how to write a proposal and not to take on a tremendous, gigantic project that would take a whole team of people years to accomplish, like building a whole building or something like that. So think smaller and follow my advice that I gave you regarding particularly graphics for your assignments too. Some of you had put that you were going to do just a PowerPoint slide for your written proposal. Well, a PowerPoint slide is not going to work in a written proposal. So you will eventually do a PowerPoint slide presentation and post it on a forum, but right now you're just working on your written proposal, and it must have a graphic and it must have a professional um, expert interview included in your written report. So you've got to get your information from somebody who knows something about the report, and so know something about the proposal that you're putting forth. So that would be your expert. It's not a good idea to interview as your expert the same person that you're sending the proposal to, because that would be like you're proposing something to me and you're using my words to convince me. No, you need other words to convince someone. And sometimes your expert can be someone who is helping you with the cost of it, the magnitude of the project, the steps that would have to be followed. So um, I want you to particularly just please don't just see, oh, I made 100 on the outline. That's because you got all the parts done. You did everything that I asked you to do. But please go back and look at those comments. Okay, keep working on that because we have just after this week, two weeks to get that completed. You'll need your PowerPoint presentation and you'll need your written proposal, both of those by May the 1st. Okay, so for this week, our report is a level 2 report. It is the incident report. Now, you won't find this in your book, and I wanted to make sure I added it to the course because just about every place you work, you'll have an opportunity to do some kind of incident report. An incident report happens when something doesn't go as expected. It could be a confrontation between two employees. It could be an accident that happened where somebody slipped and fell. It could be equipment that failed, and so a project was not able to be done because of the failing equipment. It could be a lot of things that happen, but something that's happened that would not be what you would expect to happen. It's called an incident. What I want you to do for your report this week is make the whole thing up. I want you to get all the details for your report because you're going to do a role play this week where you're going to be pretending that you are an insurance adjuster and you're writing a report to your employer. Well, actually, it will be to your employer, but to your district manager. So it'll be a memo format because it's within your company. It'll be to your district manager. You make up a name for that. It'll be to your be from you, of course. The subject would be, you could call it incident report, or you could call it automobile accident, because that's what I want you to use this time. I want you to use an automobile accident. Just about everybody has been in an automobile accident, or at least has witnessed one, or know about a friend who has had one. So that should help you to make up the details. You'll need to know who the drivers are, so you'll need to make up names for the drivers. And if it's something that you're using that is personal, that you were in an accident, make it seem as if it's about another person, even though it was you that it happened to. So you'll want to explain the details of what happened chronologically, what happened first, what happened next, and then what happened. And then you'll need to do, you'll have to, in the body of the report, a report about what caused the accident, what was the cause of it. This is a level 2 report, so it involves some analysis as well as just reporting information. So the bottom line of the whole report is going to be, though, that your district supervisor is going to want to know, does your company, your insurance company, have to pay for the accident, or will somebody else pay for it? And so be sure to include that in your report. If you watch or view the PowerPoint and listen to my instructions there, you'll get more detailed instructions than I'm giving you right now. And also in your assignment where you go to turn it in, the file that is associated with that, I've put 2 files there, a Word file and a PDF file. Some people have trouble opening Word files, but a PDF file is something easy for everybody to open. And so you'll have the detailed instructions there, what I want you to call the headings, your introductory summary, your 3 body paragraphs, and what I want you to use for a heading for each one of those, and then your conclusion, which we're going to call an evaluation this time. So, and that's where you'll particularly repeat whether your insurance company has to pay for it or if somebody else has to pay for it. I think it's a pretty simple assignment. I'm trying to keep it simple, but give you something useful for the workplace. And don't forget, keep working on your projects, your proposals, because those are going to be coming up sooner than you think. Please go back and look at my comments on the outlines. I've given feedback to everyone, except if you were right on the right track and you didn't need to do anything else except continue doing what you've planned to do in your outline. But please look to see if I have made comments that would help you with this report, or that would give you a really good suggestion for something that would make it easier for you to accomplish. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.